Kyle Austin with Mike Griffith at Spartan Stadium. And Mike, if I would have told you in August that Michigan State is 6-0 and a touchdown underdog at Michigan, would you believe me?
I couldn't have seen the scenario. Who could anticipate that Michigan State would finish their 6th game of the season with 9 starters from fall camp on the sidelines? And we really don't know who's coming back, Kyle. I guess the big injury we asked about today was Jack Allen, and Mark D'Antonio played a little cat and mouse. I guess not surprised. He's not going to tell us. He's listed Jack Allen and Brian Allen as an either-or at center. I don't think Jack Allen's going to be out there. That would be my guess. That injury looks pretty severe, and I think you're going to see the Michigan State offensive line shuffle. I think you're going to see the 5th different offensive line combination starting in 7 games when they play at Michigan at 3:30 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah, and beyond Jack Allen, Amadu Lundy's another guy that we didn't hear about, but looking at how he looked coming off the field on Saturday, I would be surprised also if he plays. So you're looking at a big game from L.J. Scott, and a guy I think who could be an X factor is Dalton Williams.
Absolutely.
We saw a little bit of on Saturday. The red shirt's off. He's free to go, and if he's ready to play like he did last year, that could be a big boost for this team.
No question about it. You know, you've got fresh legs in Dalton Williams. He's a guy that actually led the team in yards per carry, and really effective and more focused this season, Kyle, than I think he's ever been. Of course, we know Dalton was suspended 5 months. It's well documented. He lost his scholarship. He's jumped through every hoop. Every flaming hoop that Michigan State has put in front of him, and he could be an X factor. But you know, that's kind of where Michigan State's at. You're almost looking for something above and beyond what you've already seen from the Spartans, because they've been taken to the last minute by Purdue and Rutgers, Kyle. And you wouldn't think that would bode well against a Michigan team coming off 3 straight shutouts.
No, and it wouldn't be a Michigan week if we didn't hear about Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, Mark D'Antonio asked about him early, but very complimentary. You know, I don't sense there's a lot of animosity there. I mean, Jim Harbaugh was respectful yesterday talking about Michigan State. I thought Mark D'Antonio returned the favor and was very complimentary today talking about Michigan.
Yeah, I don't sense there's no history yet. I mean, we got to see how this game plays out. I mean, these are 2 guys, both with very strong personalities, both that have a tendency to take things personal and make things personal. So while there's no history going in, I don't think it's going to take long for these guys to end up on maybe opposite ends of a couple different opinions.
Yep. And then I guess just to get this out of the way, you opened things off today by asking Mark D'Antonio what I thought was a very pertinent question when you're a prominent head football coach and your alma mater's head job opens up. We asked him about it, which is South Carolina for Mark D'Antonio.
Yeah, and I kind of threw it out there, and it was first question of the press conference. I'd asked D'Antonio's PR guy about this. Maybe I should ask him after. He said, nope. If you're going to ask him, you better ask him while he's up there. Okay, open and shut question. Coach D'Antonio, let's just get this out of the way. South Carolina job, here to talk about Michigan. So I thought it was a very simple question that D'Antonio could just set the record straight on, but he left it open. I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't see it happening. He's built Michigan State into a national title contender. The Spartans have won 32 of their last 35 games. And as I said on Twitter, at MikeGriffith32, by the way, I don't know why anybody would think that South Carolina is a better job than Michigan State right now.
No, I mean, it's in the SEC, but you look at what the Big Ten's doing right now. I don't think Mark D'Antonio is going anywhere. There's only a couple jobs that open up. I think you're going to see his name in the mix, and this just happens to be one of them. But I think we'll see Mark D'Antonio standing on that podium next to us for quite a few more years.
I think so, too, and I guess I was surprised that he didn't shut it down. But obviously, Coach D'Antonio had a lot on his mind today, what he wasn't going to say. What he did say was that he's proud of his team, that they've pressed through adversity. He thinks that that's the characteristics. Connor Cook, spoke about the environment, embracing the moment. Pretty clear that all the Michigan State players, Kyle, pretty fired up and looking forward to the game.
Well, you talk about the environment. It's interesting. Connor Cook's never started a game in Michigan Stadium, which I think some people forget. He was on the team in 2012 when they lost there. But this team has done so well on the road, but they never won here, mostly because they haven't had the opportunity to play here. At least the veterans have. So it'll be new for a lot of them, the environment. I don't think that stadium's known for being very loud, but obviously so many people there. It'll be something new for them.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to be pretty loud for Michigan State. And for the record, the fifth-year seniors, since they signed in February of 2011, Michigan State has won in every Big Ten stadium except the Big House. Now, the other stadium that they haven't played in and won in, that's November 21st down the road. But they've played in and won in every stadium except for Michigan and Ohio State. And the program has won in every stadium since February 2011 except for Michigan.
All right, well, that'll do it. We'll see you on Saturday from Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor. Until then, stay with mlive.com/Spartans.